What's up, guys? Welcome back to class. I know today is the first day that the high school is switching classes again, and I totally expected to be there today. And I was planning, like I had announced last week, to have some discussions in class for anybody coming in, and it was going to be a research assignment for everybody that was still working remote. Well, I had a wrench thrown in my plans this weekend. Something that was unexpected and pretty tragic come up, so I'm not going to be in today. Now, that kind of left me wrestling with what to do or what assignment to put up for you guys. Um, Now, I know often I talk a lot in videos and I'm pretty heavy on the lectures and commentary and that. Remember, I do a lot of that because I'm very much opposed to. I adversely I'm adverse to giving like busy work or just doing something out of the textbook or some questions that we could do for filler. I want my assignments to be meaningful and have purpose and to provoke like some critical thinking in you. Well, anyway, I'm not going to be able to come in today and to give you the story. Hopefully you'll be understanding about it. I had our family buddy, a pit bull we had bought about 2 years ago, a little under 2 years ago, about a year and a half back, very unexpectedly had to be put down this weekend. He had been kind of recovering from surgery. He had a knee problem, and we thought he was on the road to recovery. Anyway, woke up Saturday morning, thought everything was totally fine with him. Noticed that he was kind of like retaining fluids, so we got him into the vet right away. And then come to find out, he had very advanced liver cancer and had to be put down right then just because there was nothing that could be done for him. So anyway, kind of a downer. I'm typically pretty even keel in my life. I losing people or pets. I've had dogs and cats my whole life. Usually I don't get too broke up about it. But in the past, one thing I'll say I've been very lucky and fortunate about pretty much all the dogs that I've lost in my life or cats have been 10 years old or so. They've lived their life. I've also been fortunate, and most of the family members that I've lost have reached a good ripe old age, and this one's a little bit different because he kind of got struck down right in his prime, very unexpectedly, and it's been really rough on my kids and my wife. So anyway, I'm staying home today. Just kind of this weekend was, you know, an emotional roller coaster, and being there one more day for my family as we kind of just tie up loose ends and all that. So I hope you understand why I'm not in today. I also didn't want to give any like just extra busy work like that. My plan is to be back in school tomorrow, Tuesday. And really, I liked what I had coming up this week, but because of everything that happened this weekend, I wasn't able to record some of the videos and get everything caught up that I needed to do. So the plans that I had set, where it was going to be a research assignment and then going to be at least 2 days of discussion, that's going to all still take place. I'll be back in Tuesday and Wednesday. If you're choosing to work remotely from home, you'll have to do a written research assignment that I think is a pretty good and interesting one. And then if you are going to be coming into class, you won't have to do that online written assignment because you'll answer the questions in class just by being tuned in and joining in on our class discussion. So anyway, that's still coming up as planned. It just got pushed one day back. So I hope a lot of you do choose to come in. And if you didn't catch my announcement last week and are seeing this today, I would encourage you to, if it works for you and your family, come on in tomorrow, come on in Wednesday. I would love to meet you. Really looking forward to that. Now, as I was talking about losing our dog this weekend, kind of a tragedy, you know what I mean? Very unexpected, came out of the blue. He was definitely like, we'd had him long enough that he had bonded with us. And I'm not just saying this because we lost him, but he probably was probably one of the best, if not the best personalities I've ever had in a pet. He was a great loving dog. It was the first time we had ever had a pit bull. We were kind of reluctant on the breed, but man, once we had him, we realized we had made the right decision for our family. And, he was sleeping in my kids' beds or our bed pretty much every night and totally bonded to us. So I have a little slideshow of him right here. Not to dwell on that too much, but just thought I would share some of those. And, a lot of heartache going on and at my family right now and at my house. Kind of rough dealing with this. So I just thought normally I probably wouldn't even share something like this if it was just normal times. But I felt like I had to let you in as to why I would not be in school today, because I know I'd kind of pumped that up and built it up. So if any of you came in today specifically for a class discussion or anything, know that, man, I wish I could be there. I wish the circumstances were different. Now, for this message is going out to my U.S. history and my elective humanity class. We usually do about one journal a week. Uh, this journal I'm going to assign to both classes, and it's kind of taken a break from what we were covering in class, but I felt like it's what's running through my mind right now, and I think it's something that could provoke a little bit of critical thinking and a thoughtful response in most of you, and it's some good questions to consider. And I will look forward to reading your responses down the road. So I'm not going to write the questions out in the notes, but I am going to attach this slideshow and, of course, my video that you should be watching right now. And here's a summation of this is kind of what I want you to answer. And both of these are pretty open-ended, but I'd like you to give me a thoughtful response on both of these. I know this probably isn't going to take you like the full 45 minutes or whatever of class time. I just didn't want to give you more busy work or anything, or throw that at you. So please don't put this off till the end of the quarter. If you're watching this today, open up your journal's Google Doc. If you haven't done journal 1 yet from last week, go get that wrapped up and then put in journal number 2. These are much better if you answer them as we go. And then this one's going to be kind of like one extra one in there. I'm just numbering it journal 2, but we will probably have 2 journal entries this week. So maybe this quarter we'll have one more extra one because of this. So the questions I'm asking you today, this weekend with what happened to me and my family, it really, man, kind of makes you angry and mad and frustrated and sad and just a whirlwind of emotions. But another thing that it kind of got me thinking about losing our dog Cooper was, man, how grateful I am and what a good life I have, and losing a dog really sucks, especially one that, before his time at such a young age like that. But it could have been worse, man. It could have been my wife. It could have been my kids. And I'm happy that they're in good health. So first question here, tell me, think kind of deeply on this. What are you most grateful for in your life? What are you most just happy that, what are the most important and near and dear things to your heart? It could be other people, could be family or friends, could be pets, could be some material possession. Maybe it's a list of, a slew of a bunch of different things. Maybe it's a relationship or organization you're a part of, or a sports team. I'll say, I'm grateful and blessed with a very good family. Really grateful for my dogs, the one that we still have, and my little kitty. And I'm grateful to be working at Michigan Center and to have a nice house where I got heat and air conditioning and all that. So a lot of things that I am grateful for, even after taking a loss like that, where I think a lot of times people can get kind of bitter and just focus on what they lost. But I think it's important through good times and bad to think about things that you're grateful for too. The second question, I want you to tell me about a poignant time in your life. I'm kind of going through this is definitely going to make a top list for me of most poignant moments in my life. Losing Cooper, I was especially bonded to him, and if you haven't heard that word before, it's a new word to kind of add into your vocabulary that you can definitely use throughout life. I like to try to throw some big words at you from time to time and increase your vocabulary in any of the classes I teach. But basically, poignant means like it's a time where you felt like really intense sadness or regret. I would imagine most of you, by the time you're young adults and in your teenage years, you've probably had a few poignant moments. For that one, it could be a family member you lost. It could be a pet you lost, kind of like how I'm feeling right now. Or it doesn't even have to necessarily be one of those things. It could be a time where just something didn't work out, or you lost, maybe somebody didn't die, but a relationship got broke and you knew it would never be the same. So anyway, 2 different wide open journal questions for you. Again, I apologize for not being in today or having all my normal lessons prepped. I hope you understand and can kind of relate to what I got going on. And then I do plan to be back in tomorrow, and it'll be business as usual. And if you are coming in, I'm very much looking forward to seeing you all and chit chatting with you face to face tomorrow. If you're working remote, I'll have an assignment coming your way tomorrow, and I think it should be a pretty good one. That hopefully it's not busy work and one that you'll enjoy doing and get some meaning out of. All right, take care. Hopefully you all have a good day.